Tijuana, Mexico. Now, it's crazy to think that just across our southern border, people call these places the third world or developing countries. Just the separation of an imaginary line on a map. Immigration has been heavily debated this past year in our country, and even some accusing our own president of putting foreign citizen and asylum seekers in concentration camps. However, a lot of people who've been affected by immigration over the past 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they don't really have a say. They don't have a voice. No one's telling their story.
We're at the U.S.-Mexico border, at the very point where the border touches the ocean. So we're creating portraits of people that have been deported back to Mexico to tell their story.
My name is Lizbeth Cruz. I am a PhD student at UC Davis, and Playas de Tijuana was actually the place where we stayed to do field work. I was able to see the border wall every day, and it already had a personal meaning to me because my dad crossed through here when he was younger, and I really wanted to use this space for something more positive. I really wanted to showcase the stories of immigrants in the U.S., and this is the idea that came about during that time, and I was able to get Mauro Carrera to get on board.
My name is Mauro Carrera. I'm a visual artist and muralist, and I'm the lead artist for the Tijuana Mural Project. I myself, I crossed the border undocumented with my family when I was 4. My family was fortunate enough to get legal status. That's allowing me now to do projects like this. There's lots of politics involved with it, but there's also a lot of stories. A lot of individuals that have gone through a lot. And that's important because we get to put a face to these stories.
My name is Isaac Rivera. I'm 33 years old. I was taken to the U.S. when I was 6 years old, and in 2011 I ran into an immigration checkpoint. I had never been arrested, I had never done any crime, but they said you committed a crime when you crossed the border illegally when you were 6 years old. My attorneys suggested that it was better for me to sign my voluntary departure. So that's what I did. I didn't know anything about Mexico. I have no family, I have no friends, I have to start from scratch. I was depressed for about a year. I would go to sleep crying, wake up crying, until one day here in Playas de Tijuana, I was actually at a Starbucks and I was crying like if nobody was there. And a lady approaches me and she says, "Hey, you don't have to explain anything to me, just get up and hug me." So I got up and hugged her and cried some more. But that's when I realized, you know what, I can't continue living this way. So I decided I'm gonna make the best of my situation. And they asked me, "Hey, why don't you do your portrait?" And I was like, "Whatever you want, I'll do it." So I started painting my own portrait, trying to spread the word of the project.
My main focus here is for people who are participating, specifically the narrators here in Tijuana, to feel empowered and to feel like their stories do matter. Immigration politics are very complicated and it's a very complex issue. These are human beings and we should really consider more ethical solutions to childhood arrivals dilemma in the U.S.
It doesn't have to be this difficult. It doesn't have to be this complicated to come with solutions to an immigration debate. This fence might represent broken dreams, it might represent family separation, but hear my story out. I'm American at heart. Maybe I was born here in Mexico, but I'm American. My mind, my heart, my spirit are American.
It's a very complex situation. I feel fortunate to be able to be on both sides of the border. It definitely inspires me to be more real and honest about my artwork. We were also creating this effect where we're putting a blue background, and that's also creating this illusion that from far away you don't see the post in the border. So it's symbolic to be able to see that and use color and creativity to make a statement, to imagine that segment of the border is disappearing and the faces are coming forward. It's a powerful image.